Hello everyone, JCSPORTLINE live broadcasting is coming.
Hello everybody, this is Sandy from JCSPORTLINE. Today I will introduce JCSPORTLINE factory to you. Why you choose JCSPORTLINE? Why JCSPORTLINE can be developed so fast in recent years? Why JCSPORTLINE will become the best solution carbon fiber color in global? Is it marketing strategies? The answer is no. It should be the software power and hard power of JCSPORTLINE factory ability. Let's get on it. First, let's start from JCSPORTLINE from page 4. And this is the core building land of JCSPORTLINE factory. It's around 70,000 square meters. That is around 0.7 million square feet. Yes. And here is the office building of JCSPORTLINE. The first floor is for the canteen, and the second floor is for the office building, and upstairs are for the dormitory, which is suitable for more than 400 workers to stay there. And you see that the playground has the table tennis, and also the basketball game. Also inside of the room, there will be the ping pong table. So after they get off the work, the workers can get the games, and also they can play basketball, play table tennis, play ping pong. And also after the weekend, every weekend, and they will gather different people around the nearby factories to make the organization of the games of basketball. So it's very good for the entertainment for the workers. Okay. And you say carbon fiber parts is very difficult to get them standard. That's why there are a lot of painful points to choose the carbon fiber manufacturers. So we are so proud that JCSPORTLINE can solve all the points for you. The painful points. First, in the other factories in Guangdong province, a lot of the manufacturers for the carbon is just the small workshops. They just have several people to work in the small garage, and that couldn't be the manufacturer. It just be the workshop, the small garage. And so sometimes they will work at night time because the environment certificate couldn't pass, and also they don't have standard for the insurance and the tax. So the government usually knock them down. So that's why when you order the carbon parts from Guangdong province manufacturers, and they couldn't get your order in time because they couldn't guarantee the capacity. Even they couldn't guarantee the workers' work time. So, I usually went to visit some of the factories. I saw this problem. So 3 years ago, JCSPORTLINE invested a bit of money. It's around $20 million to invest in the factory there. So we own the land. And every year we add the investment. So every year it's around $2 million every year for the adding investment. And this will be the first choice. Why you choose the JCSPORTLINE? The same table choice. Okay, let's see. The first choice, you choose JCSPORTLINE. You say there are around 10 CNC machines. 1, 2, 3, 4. The floor is for the red mode. And you say, let's get close to. This is for the hood. This is for the G20 hood. Yeah. And just as I said, and then will be for the, I don't know what mode now. And the two machines for the metal machine. And so, from this machine, the mode will be directly used for production. But the other machines here, they will be just for the prototype, the first prototype. So you see that. What's this? It should be a Mercedes G-Class section, right? Yeah, okay. And so this is the 5N CNC machine. So from this kind of machine, the mold will be directly used. And I think that what we are doing now. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is the rack. This is the universal rack for the spoilers. In the market, usually you see the racks of the universal spoiler should be the iron. Yeah, but this for me is for the stainless steel. Stainless steel. And we use our CNC to make it by ourselves. So our course, the quality is guaranteed. And this is not just the common use. It will be used for the car. Yeah, special cars. Yeah. So every special car has a different sizes. Okay. And we still have a 3 CNC machines. They are coming to our factory end of this month. And in next month, we still have another 2 metal machines as well. So, currently, our 7 CNC machines here can produce more than 100 pieces more. And after our next 5 CNC machines come down, and we will arrange 150 different molds every month. As you know, in former COVID, the manufacturers will be put a total closure, maybe just the less with our oxygen capacity of the mold. And why we have so many things in the machine? We have the global data. Yeah, if you focus on people, you will know that we fly in global to get the data of the car. We fly to South Africa, we fly to Dubai, we fly to USA, we fly to everywhere, and our scanner team will go everywhere to get the latest car data here. And so that's why we can use so many things in the machine to arrange the mold and to make the product into the real product. And so we should have the same thing because the car is not in China. We couldn't get the real car to get the mold. And this is the molding department. The molding department. Why we use the molding department and together with the CNC machine? Because for some CNC machines can just make the first prototype instead of the final product. But so with this prototype method, yeah, we need to make the mold to make the mold to make the first prototype into the real mold for the production. So this is the first reason. And the second reason is that sometimes for the big bumpers, it's very hard to do the CNC machine to fabricate it. So we will use the 3D printing machine to print the whole car bumpers and then make the first prototype and do the handmade to make the mold based on the first prototype. And what I said, because we also have a lot of domestic business, so our domestic clients will join the time in our factory, and so we will make the prototype on the real car. CNC is very expensive, including the 3D scanner, including the computer drawing, including the CNC machine, so very expensive. So we need to find an economical way to make the mold with the real car. Yeah. So you say, every mold has the item number. This is the mold number, and this is the warehouse location number. Distinguish the different molds in the different shelves of the warehouse. And what is the material? The material of our mold is the copy resin instead of the lotion resin. And so this kind of the material will be paper maintenance of the product to put in this form. So even for 10 years later, 20 years later, and many hundreds of the parts produced, the mold will still take the same. So that's why if you buy the product from this product, you will know that every time you buy the product, it will be the same treatment because the mold is epoxy mold. Yeah. There are 4 words. The word is that the local government give us the big support on the policy, such as the tax policy, and also give us the loan, give us the cheap land, and for us to develop. So we also give them a big tax as well. We solve the label. Yeah, we solve the label for the local and release the pressure for the label. Yes. So the workers in JCSPORTLINE, 90% of the workers are from local farmers. Yes. So they will be very stable because they are not from other provinces. They just in the local to get the food salary. be very easy to install. Yeah. Sometimes if you buy from manufacturers, you will have this payment point. The first order, second order is okay for the payment, but the third order, the first order is installed. It's totally fixed. That's the reason because they use the installation. Installation doesn't know. But for us, we want to do the payment. So this should be definitely the second choice, the second important way. You need to choose JCSPORTLINE, the second important way. Okay? Okay. You say there is a long way. This is the production line for the wet carbon production line. And this area in the decoration, you see there is no workers here. We have the 3 days leave because we need 3 days to move to the new production line. And you see that we divided the big building into the small houses. You know that's why? Because carbon fiber master is very, very difficult job, and so it's very, very hard for the factory to find the master over 5 years. Yeah, if the master is over 5 years, and it handle all the difficult manufacturing of carbon easier. But within 5 years, it's very hard to guarantee what the part is happening. So, because we moved there, we get a lot of labor. So we need to train them very fast. That's why we spend 2 years. We spend 2 years to get the new way and to think of it that we train the new workers very fast. We divided them into the different steps. For example, the first step just with the carbon fiber. The second step just do the vacuum. The third step just do the motor join together. And so it will be shorten the time to be a mature skilled worker. So that's why in this workshop we can get the 350 pieces carbon fiber parts every day. Yeah. So it's very mature now. 3 days later we move there. This building you see is still unfinished. And this is very, very important. Very, very important project for JCSPORTLINE in 2020. Why I say this? Because you say JCSPORTLINE focused on aftermarket carbon fiber tanning part business in recently 15 years. But in 2020, we get close cooperation with the Chinese biggest electronics part dealer in China, BYD. Yeah, and this car company. And so we design and manufacture the dry carbon parts for them. And they installed our dry carbon parts and sold their car as upgraded car. So they sell as a rental car. But because of them, we get a lot of certificates. Well done. Our certificates for the ISO, for the TS 446 949. Yeah, we'll be ready in the next 2 months. And there is still in a new workshop so just a few workers here. And this is the cutting machine. And they are doing the workshop. We can see that. They are doing the lesson more. They are making the side square on the metal. You say dry carbon. So some people will ask, what's the difference of the dry carbon and the wet carbon? Dry carbon is prepared material of carbon. So you say the prepared carbon. So there is no resin applied on the top of the carbon fiber. So it's very, very light. It's very light. And after the prepared the fiber into the autoclave with a high temperature and high pressure, high heat, so it comes out from the mold will be very smooth and squeezing the carbon fiber significantly. So it looks very smooth, looks flat, instead of rather than glossy. So if you want to reduce the weight of the carbon, you choose the dry carbon that is super light and a big strength, called the special process, dry carbon. So you should have an understanding of the dry carbon. So that's why OEM parts and also the high quality standard aftermarket brand grand clients, they will choose the dry carbon path. Yeah, because the special process, yes. Special process. The autoclave, you say there will be the 4 autoclaves there. The smaller one and also another one in another building I will show you later. And this is the biggest one. We just get it 3 days ago. And we make the customize the autoclave with the big size. And you can see this is suitable for the 2 big SUV cars inside. And so we can make the car. We can also make the 4 car in this dry carbon autoclave. Yeah. So dry carbon is really fantastic material. And it's super light because the pre-black, low burden outside of the applied on the carbon fiber. So it is around 50% lighter than the wet carbon. Yeah. The wet carbon process is that the carbon fiber, the resin is being vacuumed and applied on the carbon fiber surface. So this is applied on instead of the dry carbon pre-prep and the building. So the 2 difference makes that the weight is quite different. And with the high temperature, high pressure machine, and strengthening the material as well. So the second time. So there is just with the vacuum bag with hand. So also the strength is kind of different. You know, for that building is for production line. Here is for the skilled, the talent people for the wet carbon. Here, why we have the separate building for the skilled person? Because I told that the skilled person should for the wet carbon should have the 5 years experience. So it's very hard for us to get the workers here. And finally, we get the production line to training the different new workers into the different steps. So, and meanwhile, we get the separate room for the skilled person to finish the semi-product of carbon fiber by one person. Yes, they do the whole thing. They do the weaving, they do the vacuum, they do the join the 2 molds together, do everything for the semi-product. So for the skilled person. And because the new production line will be ready next 3 days. And so the temporary for the production workers to do. So it's in a big mass. So sorry. Just have a look. When our building is ready, yeah, we will do the new live broadcasting. And you will know that how to do the production line with the separately job for each person. This is the fast polishing workshop. Yeah, we have 2 polishing workshops. This is the first one. And you say the polishing is very, very delicate. Very, very delicate. If you visit other factories in China for the aftermarket, you will see it's very, very delicate. But for us, we use the different design. We use the stainless steel mat, and also we use the recycled water inside. So when the air dust is coming out, and it will be recycled downstairs of the water. So it's very, very clean and very, very good for the workers to work. Yeah. This is the sanding workshop. Sanding. And you see there is more than 100 water tanks in the sanding workshop. It can be sanding more than 10,000 pieces carbon parts. Let's go inside. So this is our water carbon product. But still the surface is nice. It's not the final product. So what the sanding people doing the job you say the environment is also very good. This workshop is cooler in summer JCSPORTLINE on the board. Virtual. Okay. I just show you the big old place in the fourth building. And I told you that we still have the different old places on the building. We're still on the way. We will on the way on the we will move to the new building next week, I think. So anyway, in the big map. They don't know I do the level broadcasting. And you say this is for the big. No setting. And so sorry it's in the big map now. I told them that this is the pre-drag one, the surface. And also the reason. Yeah, it's very good. And also, it's very hard to say hard material like a steel. So, why you choose this for a regular part? Like a steel utilized to reduce the weight, and also the weave the weaving and strengthen the material. So, all of them have the advantages of it. The only disadvantage is that the molding phase is missing. The reason is, yeah. The inside is with the inside. Okay. So, it's still it's still in the big mass. Yeah, still in the big mass because we will move. Yeah, I told you many times we will move. This is the second quality workshop, the big one. Okay, the big one. And also you see that the same structure, and also the good environment as well. And this is the seven reason why you choose the JCSPORTLINE. Because every piece is strictly inspected by all the people from the QC team. And you see that they use the paper and the for painting and this plate, and also give me the last score. Yeah. And we have the TV everywhere, you see that? Because our TV is in the garden now, so every people has the app. Every worker from JCSPORTLINE, even they are from production line or from the inspection team, and they have app. I show you the app. What's the app? You see that? For example, everything. Yeah. This is the instruction manual. So every people in JCSPORTLINE with the apps inside, with the apps in their hand. So each part, for example, if the girl is very good, and she need to get the most number and then get from the app store here, not store, and it will be showed everything details. Because 90% of our JCSPORTLINE part is made from CNC, so they start from the 3D drawing first. So they will have the drawing, and then they will have the details, and which parts to make the carbon, which parts to make the fiberglass, and what's the size of the glue tape, and how many screws, how many holes for the screws, and what's the size of the screws, and also the details, and also the size of the PU foam, the size of the mold, and also everything details, and also the special requirements for clients. So, because each piece from JCSPORTLINE based on the instruction like this with the app. And so it will be very good for them to guarantee all the parts with the right accessories. And sometimes our clients told me that, why I get some parts from other factories, but this time they with the hose, next time they don't with the hose, and sometimes they with the screws, and sometimes the hose is in a different position. is because that they don't have the standard instruction manual in every step. They don't have that. And also it's very hard to get that. Yeah. Also, because we have that, so we can distinguish different kinds of requirements. Yeah, very easy. And to make the common size of the part into the standard part. So this should definitely sure you need to choose from JCSPORTLINE, the standard reason, because we have the instruction operation manual to guarantee water from us in the right path. Yes. So this is our packaging room. So we have different ways of packaging. The special food. This is fumigation food and suitable for the antibiotics. So you don't need to worry about the problem for the food as well. Yeah, because it's fumigated and suitable for antibiotics. And this is our pure formulation. So this is used for the special products needed to damage. So even 3 times of 9 weeks, stand on the package with the pure form, and you will don't damage. The two guys, after the QC department, the two guys will print the label and with its warehouse location number on the top of the part. On the surface of the part. And then go to the silo product warehouse. Yeah. So they will print the labels and do that. So they do this job. So this area is for the shipping area. So now it's in the middle room because middle way because they are still in the decoration. You know that they're still wet now. 3 days or 4 days later, and our loading pads will be loaded on this floor. Yeah. So every day there will be a car come and go and to load the parts to our Shenzhen warehouse. As you know, our factory is in the downtown. In the downtown, and also in a remote place. From Guangdong province. Yes. And all the shipping we ship from Shenzhen, from Guangdong province. So we need to with the car every day to move the cars, from our factory to our Shenzhen warehouse to ship. This is our warehouse office. What are these jobs? They are preparing the orders and they follow up the orders for the production line, and also they printing the orders for client requirements. And for example, this is printing the orders with the order number, the item number, and also the model number, and also the client requirements, the different size. And also this is with the printing manual. Okay. It should be the first reason why you need this product. We have a big warehouse, and in next 30 days, our warehouse office will move to other place, and so the whole building will become the silo product warehouse. And so, because we have more than 30,000 silo products in our warehouse, so we can guarantee the short time for the delivery, and also every product with the right number. And you see, just allow you see the two guys to printing the labels and put the product into the warehouse location number, the shelf. And so the warehouse skills, the printing the manuals of the client order, and then we get we from the order details to pick up the goods on the shelf. Yes, and to mix the different items into the full menu. Yes. So you say, every different product in the different categories: the furnace, baskets, boilers, and the meal pans, the small parts, and also in a different shelf and in a different warehouse location number as well. So, and sometimes we call to our warehouse. How you can handle all the different carbon parts without mistake? Yes, so that is our powerful ERP system. Yes, we control every step and make sure that every step is right. And so with this system, we will don't make mistakes. So we are very proud of it because carbon parts is not like it's not like other traditional parts. They took a very big quantity for each one model. Yeah, they should mix the hundreds of different parts together into the same container. So it's very difficult to operate without the good system, without the power to deal with the water. And this is the semi-product warehouse. Semi-product warehouse. Semi-product warehouse, I think just exists in JCSPORTLINE because it's also need more label, need more workers to handle this semi-product warehouse. Why would we do that? Because you say, and we divided the carbon fiber into the different steps. The first step we can include in with the carbon vacuum and join them all together, and also the trim the edge, yeah. And so after that, after trimming the edge, the part will be coming into the semi-product warehouse. And so we will have the full tester every day to inspect whether the semi-product is the right. Yeah, it's the right suitable for the next step for the sending. And so they will inspect the goods for the first time. If the carbon part has the defects, and they will put it into the shelf or fiberglass shelf, because the defect the part for the carbon fiber is used for the fiberglass. So they will put it into the shelf, the fiberglass shelf here. If the goods are okay for next step, they will get on the shelf with the location number, and usually they will divide it into the different parts, the different categories, such as the meat and the spoilers, and divided them into the different parts, and then separate them into the second stage for the painting and sanding. Yes. So semi-product was also a very important part for us to guarantee that. And we don't have the weaving problem. We don't have the mold problem. Yes. Yes, because there are so many goods to be shipped every day. So we still occupy, the roads. Occupy the roads. After I make the further introduction, you should have a general idea of JCSPORTLINE warehouse and the JCSPORTLINE factory production line. Yeah, you should be very eager to see the final products on the car, right? Okay, let's go to the next workshop to show you why JCSPORTLINE is very popular for the fitment, because it's very easy to install the parts, carbon parts. Yes, like authentic parts. Yes. OEM parts. We make so many efforts on the treatment, on the machine, on the mold, but that's the final product should be very perfect. You say there are still a lot of empty land. They are reserved land, and we will finish the empty building within 3 years. So in next two months, we will make the 10,000 square feet at the end, and to get in the molding workshop there. You know that the molding workshop is very small. You just see that molding part. So we will move there the end of the building. Yes, in next 2 months for the 10,000 square feet. Yeah, 10,000 square feet. That is 1,000 square meters. Yeah, just for the molding room. So I just give you the 3 points. Yeah, 3 points why choose JCSPORTLINE. The first is that we have big machines. We make the perfect payment. We have the big capacity for the molds. There's many machines, and we get the global data. We have the distributors in global, and they can give us the good data, and also they can scan the task files. And so we will go aboard with our scanner teams and to scan all the tasks. So this is the first ready to choose. The second ready to choose is our epoxy mold. Epoxy mold is to maintenance, the good shape and do not disform during the 10 years, 20 years usage. So keep the mold the same as the first one. The third is that we make the instruction manual in every step, follow QC department to make sure that all the parts in the good accessories, all the parts will be in the full accessories, and also the hose is right, and also it will become difficult when different workers come into the factory, because sometimes if you don't have the standard instruction manual, it will be very difficult that the many people with the different skills and they don't touch the mold before, and so they don't know where to throw the hose and where to label the glue tapes as well. So that. The fourth reason why you choose JCSPORTLINE, I think, is capacity. Yeah, the capacity and the warehouse. Because we have more than 500 pieces carbon big parts every day in JCSPORTLINE factory. And also we have a reserve land for the next 3 years development. So we have power for that. We get more water. Different water, oil water, yeah. After the water, increase is that dry carbon. Dry carbon will be the highlight point for JCSPORTLINE in 2020. So in 2023, it will be developed very fast. This is our workshop for the installation of the real-time. So in China, we still have some plants, and they drive the trucks to our factory every night. So we have the Mercedes-G, we have every diesel car, all selling cars, such as the Tesla, such as the many cars, they will drive the truck there. But this part is my car. Yeah, it's my car. I love them so. Yeah. Okay. I will make another content how to install our carbon parts very easy. Okay, you can see that boiler. I'm not professional for that. So who will help me? Yeah, okay. Oh, there. First of all, to see there. So different types for the unforced boiler. Yes. And this is for the wet color. This is for the dry color. This is for the wet color. Maybe from video you couldn't see the difference, right? It's very hard to see the difference. But if you are close to see, and you can see the wavelength is very different, right? Tom, can you see clearly?
Yes.
So
this is more straight, more clearly. This is some bubble.
that is because for the manufacturing process, the wet carbon has a great potential for the air bubbles and air bubbles and impurities. Yeah, impurities. So it will be air bubbles and will be needed to be dealt with on the next step. But for the dry carbon, we pack in the water phase, the high temperature, high pressure. So it will squeeze the material significantly. So it comes out more black and more concentrated and well. Next machine? Yeah. Okay. This is the dry carbon, I can do that. You can smell the wood. Yeah. And this is, because it's more, so it's more carbon. But for this, it's more like a steel. Okay. Let's first to install the dry carbon mask. So you don't need to talk about the dry carbon or wet carbon installation. Even they are from the different machines, from different kind of molds, but the JCSPORTLINE, all the molds is from CNC machine. So it's no problem for this. How many minutes? 1 minute? How many minutes please do?
Yes.
I think I need to choose.
One is for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 4 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, I think. 5 minutes? No need to pause. No need to pause. It's okay. It's okay. No need to pause. We just need to check the presentation. Yeah.
The fitment is very, very.
Yeah. That's a small one. Couldn't guarantee that. We should find the big one, okay, Tom?
Yeah.
We'll find the big one?
Okay.
We can do the big one.
Yeah.
Big one, okay?
For this one?
And then if you find this part, if you are seeing the video, you are seeing the live broadcasting, and then you buy the parts from other suppliers, and then you can see the difference. Okay? JCSPORTLINE fitment is the same. Yeah, just the hardness and the weight is different. Yeah, it's 50% lighter the water carbon. Dry carbon is 50% lighter than the water carbon. Oh, still very fast. 1 minute, right? Okay, 1 minute. So this is a small thing couldn't be showed the details of JCSPORTLINE. So we try the big one. Okay, the 3 pieces diffuser. So the time is okay, right? Okay. I really want to try the question. I really want to try everything. Oh, so easy. So easy. Okay, another 2 comments.
Fitment is perfect.
Another 2 comments, okay? Another 2 comments. I don't know how to do that.
You see, the fitment is perfect. No gap, and easy install. Screw on it.
Oh, no need screw, no need screw. Okay. Just say the output. Okay, 好，收的。
Just let the car down. 这样。
降下来 ，OK。
OK。
Make a cut down， 而且这个有。相反的档来给当服务。Yeah, you see the spoiler. So, in the market, it's very easy for you to get the spoiler with the OK treatment. But in JCSPORTLINE, the spoiler is perfect treatment. So the OK treatment and perfect treatment are quite different. Because you know, spoiler is very easy to make the most. Some manufacturers just buy the second tank, second trunk, yeah, can get the most very easy. Yeah, very easy. But for us, we do the same thing, and also we make the epoxy mold. So every piece is the same.
Yes.
Fitment.
So see, our spoiler here is not is better fitment. The thickness is good.
Sometimes you see the angle from this side. Yeah, you can see that it's straight. Okay, check another one. I want to try that together. Okay. I think we need to install the front leaf that gas all the parts together. Okay, this is also good as well.
Right.
Okay, put it off. Oh, this is my first attempt to install the parts on the pump. Yeah. Okay. How about the big one? The big one. Okay. Oh, nice. I can do that. I made a wrong place. Okay, it's nice. Yeah, nice. How about the side here? Nice. This side? This way? Okay. The big one. And we go 2 seconds and the one from we will end the cutting, okay?
I know.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Perfect. Okay, finish. and we get a round one. The smaller one. Nice.
No gap. Perfect fitment.
Okay. The front is okay. This one.
Also good fitment. Another one?
Okay, we say that this is the carbon hood, yeah. The hood is the wet carbon, and our dry carbon mold is the process, so we'll be ready in end of this month, the dry carbon. And even the wet carbon, the fitment, you see that we changed it 4 times with the mold, yeah, because it's very, very fine job to make sure that the carbon hood is so the Okay. Okay. And who's you? You guys are who's photos? Yeah, every details. Perfect. I will change it 4 times of the mold. And some of our clients are waiting for the dry carbon for the hood. So we, the carbon fiber significantly is to use on the super light part. So if you use the very heavy hood, it will lose the significance. So lose the thing. So we do the dry carbon for super light of the car part. If you are focused on the OEM part, focus on the super light, test the super light, and you can choose the dry carbon. If you are aftermarket industry and you don't test the weight and the strength, and you can choose the wet carbon. So both are okay from this point. And you see this car, you should be, if you are American client, and you should be very excited to see the car. This car is just last day to Paris market. So we buy this car. We bought this car 7 days ago. So the purchase car for the Millennium, because this car should be very, very fast. And the first stage, we have the full set of the body kit, and we have the different types of spoilers. If you have the idea, want to develop this car house, and you can give us the picture. Not the picture is okay, or the diagram for you. Okay, do you show me the hand of the spoiler come down? This is the spoiler. Yeah, at this moment we just have the spoiler of the car, the company product. Just this car. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, the roof spoiler. We just have this car. Just this car. But we will develop soon for many, many types. So if you have any idea for this car part customization, contact with us. And also, if you have any customized parts for different material of the parts, dry powder material, give us the design or drawing. Yes, our design team will make the mold design to you in 7 days. Yes. Okay. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please remember JCSPORTLINE. And see you next time.
Bye bye.